Hello, friend. With the increasing number of nighttime traffic collisions caused by wild boars, the estimated damage has reached millions of dollars annually. What measures will the people of Turkey take to address this issue? Please watch the video. The city of Istanbul, Turkey, was once a thriving and peaceful hub of commerce with smooth traffic flow. However, since 2015, reports of wild boars appearing in suburban areas have been steadily increasing. By 2020, it was estimated that approximately 35,000 wild boars had invaded urban areas, leading to numerous traffic collisions, particularly at night. On average, each vehicle involved in a collision with a wild boar suffers damage costing around $2,000. These incidents often occur suddenly as wild boars dash onto the road, leaving drivers with no time to react and causing significant damage to their cars. Before addressing the current situation, I will first clarify the question raised in the title. The Turkish government, through the Ministry of Forestry and Agriculture, is responsible for managing all wild boar hunting activities in the country. Each year, the government spends approximately 2 to 3 million USD to organize hunting activities and control wild boar populations. This cost includes management, licensing and maintenance of hunting areas, as well as population control campaigns outside of residential zones. The hunting permits stipulate that the wild boar hunting season typically lasts from October to March each year, to avoid disrupting their breeding season. Additionally, each hunter is allowed to hunt between 30 to 50 wild boars and must adhere to regulations preventing overhunting. Areas such as Bolu and Kastamonu, where boar populations are dense, are designated for hunting. However, hunting is completely prohibited in areas near residential zones such as Istanbul and Ankara to ensure public safety. The minimum age to participate in hunting is 18, and hunters must provide a valid health certificate issued within 6 months prior to the start of the hunting season. The vision requirement for hunters is a minimum of 20/40ths. Violating these regulations can result in fines ranging from $500 to $2,000 USD. In cases of serious violations, local authorities may confiscate weapons and impose a ban on future hunting activities. During the day, hunters use hunting dogs to assist in hunting wild boars. With their keen sense of smell and high endurance, hunting dogs help detect and track wild boars, increasing the hunter's success rate. Regulations on the use of hunting dogs in Turkey were issued in 2003, officially allowing the use of dogs for the sole purpose of assisting hunters in detecting wild boars. Under current regulations, each hunter is allowed to use a maximum of 5 to 7 dogs per hunt to maintain control and prevent disruption to the surrounding environment. In Turkey, the issuance of gun permits for hunting activities falls under the authority of the Ministry of Interior. After the hunting season ends, hunters are required to return their firearms to the governing agency or re-register them if they wish to continue using them in the next season. The Remington 700 rifle is highly regarded for its accuracy, performing best at distances between 100 and 300 yards. This rifle allows hunters to take down prey from a distance while maintaining safety for themselves. each wild boar hunting season in Turkey, hunters are permitted to hunt at night up to 5 times to minimize noise and reduce impact on the surrounding environment. The use of specialized binoculars is mandatory, allowing hunters to see clearly in low light conditions. After each hunt, hunters are responsible for collecting the carcasses of the wild boars to prevent environmental pollution. Regulations for hunting wild boar in Turkey are subject to change over time and may vary depending on the specific region. Therefore, hunters should regularly check with the Turkish Ministry of Forestry and Agriculture. Notably, starting in 2025, the Turkish government is expected to introduce changes to regulations regarding the number of hunters allowed to hunt at night and the areas where hunting is permitted. We hope the above information is useful for you. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments section so we can answer them in the next sections. Subscribe to the channel to be the first to watch the latest videos. Please watch the next video.
On August 15, 2023, the city of Baton Rouge, Louisiana, USA, was attacked by millions of giant alligators after the largest flood in the state's history occurred. This flood was the result of Hurricane Goliath, which caused heavy rains leading to severe flooding across the region, causing alligators to drift into the city. In the most recent incident, an alligator suddenly appeared at the River Center golf course, where the Zurich Classic was being held. The presence of the alligator caused the tournament to be postponed, resulting in an estimated economic loss of about $500,000 USD. This incident made local people worried and frightened, especially the golfers and spectators attending the tournament. In that incident, a diver retrieving golf balls from under the lake was suddenly attacked by a massive 400-pound alligator. The alligator's sharp teeth caused severe injuries to the diver. However, the diver used all their strength to jam their finger into the alligator's eye. This action helped the diver escape from the danger zone and receive timely medical treatment. Serious crocodile attacks have caused great concern as they have entered cities. To stop this invasion, organizations fighting invasive animals have deployed guns. This is considered an urgent solution to deal with continuous crocodile attacks. Crocodile hunting is carried out in swamp areas around cities to ensure maximum safety for people. In order for crocodile hunting to go smoothly and to ensure the safety of hunters, the regulations and legal conditions are very strict. Hunters participating in hunting activities must be over 18 years old and have the necessary licenses such as a hunting license, a gun license, as well as a crocodile behavior course license. If during the inspection process, authorities discover that hunters have not provided all legal documents as prescribed, they will be fined and their hunting license may be revoked for 2 years. The use of guns has contributed to a decline in crocodile numbers by about 30% over the past decade. The government has implemented strict regulations to oversee this management process, ensuring sustainability and balance in the ecosystem. Hunters are using wild boars as bait to lure crocodiles closer to shore. When the wild boar was placed on the shore, the crocodile began to approach, creating favorable conditions for hunters to accurately shoot the crocodile. In particular, the brain location will destroy them the fastest. The use of firearms in hunting requires hunters to undergo a 6-month training process. This is especially crucial when hunting alligators, animals that can be dangerous and typically live near water. This training course focuses not only on shooting skills and proficiency with firearms, but also on achieving accuracy and optimizing the time to subdue targets. Hunters are trained to operate in challenging environmental conditions, such as marshy forests. When hunting crocodiles in swampy areas, use ferries so hunters can travel conveniently to hunting spots. The ferry also helps hunters transport crocodiles to shore quickly at a speed of 60 miles per hour. Bad weather conditions can hinder crocodile hunting activities. In particular, crocodile hunting is very dangerous during heavy rain and floods, so hunters must be alert and should avoid hunting at this time. At the same time, areas flooded by rain and floods are also places where crocodiles move more easily. Besides, weak light at night also reduces the accuracy and efficiency of hunters when conducting hunting activities. The hunter's responsibility after hunting a crocodile is to collect and dispose of the animal's carcass responsibly to ensure it does not pollute the environment. Violations can lead to severe legal penalties and condemnation from the hunting community and wildlife protection groups. Hunters handling crocodiles with guns has caused a lot of controversy and feedback from the community. There is a view that this is necessary to protect the environment and people from potentially dangerous crocodiles. However, there are also opinions that using guns to deal with wild animals is not always appropriate, especially without careful consideration and strict control from the authorities.
Good shot.
Emissions also affect the environment and disrupt the lives of other animals. Some communities have proposed building electric fences. This measure is an alternative solution to prevent the invasion of crocodiles in urban areas when the flood season comes. This is a study conducted in areas near mangroves in the southern United States, showing that the use of electric fences reduced the number of alligator intrusions into residential areas by more than 80%. This proves that electric fences are not only an effective method, but also a humane choice to protect both humans and wildlife.
Based on data from the Department of Animal Health, over the past 5 years, there have been more than 1,000 recorded attacks by baboons in Florida. These attacks injured at least 100 people, some of whom were hospitalized. They throw objects at tourists and are ready to attack to compete for food, causing chaos on the streets. Recently, their intrusion into residential areas has become a serious problem. The main cause is the decline of their natural habitat, deforestation and human encroachment into forest areas, forcing them to search for new food sources and living spaces. To solve this situation, since 2021, the Mississippi government has introduced a controversial solution: controlled hunting. However, not everyone can participate. Hunters must be 18 years of age or older, have a valid city hunting license, and possess a firearms certificate. This activity is only permitted in designated suburban and rural areas. Low recoil rifles are the preferred weapon, and hunting of young or pregnant baboons is strictly prohibited. Baboons are very intelligent creatures, usually living in small groups of 2 to 5 individuals. To hunt them successfully, hunters need camouflage skills, patience, and observation abilities. They must hide in their natural environment, keep absolutely silent, and wait for the right moment. Hunting requires high concentration and good professional experience. Beginners need thorough training to improve their skills and understanding of their behavior before participating in actual hunting activities. The hunting program achieved major results in 2023. Official figures show that around 9,500 baboons were destroyed. While impressive, experts believe this is not enough to fully control primate populations. However, this effort has had a positive impact. The Mississippi Centers for Disease Control and Prevention estimates the hunting program has contributed to a 20% decline in numbers from 2021 compared to 2023. Hunters here recounted that their hunt encountered many difficulties due to harsh weather and steep terrain. Weather temperatures can reach up to 95 degrees Fahrenheit. Hunters built a camouflage tent made from simple materials and used fruit bait such as ripe oranges, bananas, and apples. Professional hunting weapons and long-range binoculars help hunters observe and shoot accurately from a safe distance. After many hours of patient waiting, they successfully defeated 5 monkeys. Hunters use dark camouflage outfits to help them approach their prey secretly. They approach targets at a distance of 50 to 100 feet. At this distance, hunters can aim and shoot accurately while still remaining safe, and it is difficult for them to detect hunters. Firearms will be provided by the Hunting Management Agency. After completing the hunting season, hunters must return their guns to the authorities, so that they don't use guns for other purposes. The hunting season starts from September to January of the following year and is strictly managed. Helps control and maintain natural ecosystem balance. Each hunter must register and receive a hunting license before participating, and this license requires reporting the number of baboons hunted. The government organizes community education activities about hunting and how to handle situations when attacked by baboons. Each year, Mississippi offers these courses twice, in early spring and early fall. This time was chosen to ensure that people have enough time to prepare and equip themselves with knowledge before the hunting season begins. These courses usually include theory and practical sessions. hunting baboons in extreme ways will certainly not avoid controversy, especially from animal protection organizations. This raises the question of why the state of Mississippi did not use more humane measures. However, when faced with reality, humane measures such as contraception, relocation or hunting bans face many challenges in preventing attacks and controlling the increase in baboon numbers. These measures are often expensive, require large resources, and take a long time to see results.
At the CSIRO Wildlife Research Institute in Australia, hundreds of foxes escaped from the laboratory. Due to their rapid adaptation and strong reproductive ability, the number of foxes in the population increasing every year at a rapid rate. The explosion in the number of foxes has led to a lack of food, causing them to become skinny and weak after many days of starvation. To survive, they overcame fences and entered residential areas, competing with cats for food. This situation occurs frequently and causes great concern for people about the safety of pets and the potential threat from foxes to human health and security. Besides, the fishy smell of meat processing areas also attracts the attention of this invasive species. Breaking into the store, eating a large amount of meat in the store. Business store owners shared the damage caused by them at $15,000 USD for each attack. Local authorities are urgently finding ways to solve this problem to protect the community and ensure ecological balance. Faced with this situation, the use of guns is strictly implemented. In this organized hunting activity, hunters will do it at night. This is a great experience for adventurous hunters. They will be introduced to the new 17 WSM gun provided by the government. The tool is equipped with a night vision scope, which enhances the hunter's shooting range. The hunting license stipulates that hunting is not allowed near residential areas. Therefore, hunters have to travel hundreds of miles to hunt foxes. When arriving at the hunting site, the hunter uses a flashlight on his head to facilitate movement in the wild. At the same time, they used a machine that imitated fox calls to attract the attention of this invasive animal. Thanks to applying new technology to hunting activities, the success rate of fox extermination has increased to 54%. Hunting foxes with red lights has many important effects that help improve efficiency and safety for hunters. Red lights cause less glare and reduce night vision than bright white lights, helping hunters maintain good vision in the dark. Furthermore, red light does not cause panic or fear in foxes, as foxes are less able to see red light. This helps hunters approach their prey more quietly and effectively. The hunter used binoculars at night to observe and discovered a fox moving closer to the hunting area. Notify teammates the first shot is fired, then take down 3 foxes one by one. From there, in this adventurous hunt, having the support of teammates will help them stay safe every time they hunt. Can help hunters improve their hunting experience and understanding of fox behavior. Besides the hunters' victories, their hard work for 6 consecutive months, undergoing harsh training courses on how to use guns and the characteristics of foxes. If hunters do not complete the training course to obtain a hunting license, they will not be allowed to participate in dealing with foxes. Because it is the responsibility of Australian farmers to protect the safety of participants and accompanying teammates. In case of violation, intentionally participating without the government's recognition will result in a maximum prison sentence of 2 years. Good weather conditions and no rain help hunters easily observe and detect prey from afar. Hunters can spot foxes from a distance of 700 m thanks to favorable weather conditions. However, when it rains, fox hunting becomes much more difficult. Rain not only reduces visibility but also wets the surrounding environment, making movement difficult and creating loud noises that make foxes more alert to pressure. After each hunt, fox collection becomes an important task to report to the authorities on the number of foxes that have been destroyed. During a productive night of hunting, fox hunters shot down 27 foxes over 900 acres in 9 hours. After being shot down, the foxes are collected and placed in piles.
Magazine fell into the dirt.
This not only helps control the fox population, but also helps the authorities assess the situation and take appropriate management measures. The Australian government has promoted educational classes to raise people's awareness about fox hunting. These classes not only highlight the dangers posed by foxes, but also help communities that do not support hunting better understand its importance. These educational programs have broadened the community's vision and increased empathy for protecting their living environment. In addition, to increase efficiency, people decided to install electric fences around the area near the forest. This method makes foxes feel uncomfortable when exposed. This is to protect public safety and avoid potential conflict situations between humans and wild animals. Electric fences are specially designed with a small electric current capacity that is not harmful to humans and animals. However, people will have to check regularly for the fence to operate effectively, at least once a month. The use of firearms in dealing with foxes in Australia plays an important role in protecting communities in residential areas. By applying effective and strategic methods. What do you think about this issue? Please comment below. Please comment number 1 to support Australians in effectively controlling foxes. Share the content publicly so that your family has good health luck. Don't miss the following video.
In the quiet of the stream, a mother bear moved cautiously with her cubs trailing behind, their small bodies filled with curiosity and nervous energy. This was a pivotal moment in their first lesson in survival. The mother bear scanned the water ahead, ignoring the abundant salmon that did not meet her exacting standards. She grabbed one, bit into it, and quickly tossed it away. It was a male salmon that did not have the nutritious eggs her cubs needed. Her focus sharpened. What she was hunting was more than a winter meal and her cub's first lesson in survival. The forest is still a battlefield, and for this mother, every breath is a risk to protect her cubs. When the first settlers arrived in Texas, the land was as wild as the bears that roamed the woods. These powerful creatures were a mystery and silent shadows in the dense forest. Their presence was felt but not fully understood. Eager for control, the early settlers faced a formidable challenge when they began hunting them. They were fierce and independent and not easily subdued. The bear hunt had begun.
There.
But what other dangers lurk this giant predator besides other animals or the forces of nature? The real threat now lies with the settlers, who have gathered together, and they are driven by instinct and hunger to challenge one of the fiercest beasts of the forest, the bear. Their prey is no ordinary target, a 9-foot-tall giant animal that has just come out of hibernation for 6 months, hunger fueling its natural ferocity. This encounter is unlike any other, testing the hunter's patience as he waits for the bear to appear for hours. In the tense spring wilderness where survival is at stake, the hunt unfolds in a way neither hunter nor prey can predict. Tracks were one of the most important information for settlers in finding bear hideouts in Texas. A deep footprint in the ground evokes a sense of excitement when chasing. These marks guide hunters closer to rivers where bears are just emerging from hibernation. Hunger causes them to lose up to 30% of their bear body weight during hibernation. Springtime adds to the tension because every movement of a bear is driven by hunger, and they can cover miles a day. Texans approach bear hunting cautiously, knowing that their actions can impact generations. Research suggests that hunting a pregnant bear could result in a 20% decline in the Texas bear population over the next decade. It is not easy for hunters to determine whether a bear is pregnant by sight alone, as it is hidden under their thick fur and layers of fat. However, experienced hunters or researchers can recognize behavioral cues. Pregnant bears move less in late fall and tend to linger in areas rich in food. Not every hunt goes according to plan, especially in the vast wilderness.
Should we finally come?
The rapid increase in monkey populations has led to a significant increase in power outages because of their frequent destruction of power lines. Each year, the US economy is estimated to lose $20 million in repair costs. Authorities have implemented wildlife-safe transformer installations and strategically placed power lines away from crowded monkey habitats.
These approaches have been great at stopping the spread of some invasive species. Got any ideas for even better solutions? Drop your thoughts in the comments so we can all dive into it together. Thanks for sticking around and watching the whole video. If you liked it, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. And hey, be sure to tell your friends about us too so they can check it out. Bye and see you in the next video.